We are live. We are all so direct with Samara Beth, who is an executive branding coach helping businesses become more visible, credible, and profitable. She is an expert in branding, marketing, and sales strategy, helping businesses to become the next top leverage point. With her work with Grant Cardone, she is certified and she is able to help businesses of different sizes and complexities. And we're more than happy to welcome Samara Beth from Samara Beth & Co. to Chili's, and she sells straight out of Arizona. How are you doing? Rising like a phoenix. Speak to me.
Thank you so much, Jay. Rising like bamboo, because my nickname is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say bad word in here, but it is badass bamboo.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's that soil that we are nurturing and cultivating. So thank you for having me. It's amazing. Yes, it's been actually hot here at 115 degrees, up to 118 degrees here in Arizona, and that's Fahrenheit. So pretty insane, but a great summer today.
Amazing. Is that a
Thank
book
you.
you've written behind Win Your Brand? Is that a book you've written? Is that your
That
book?
is so, and
Yes.
I love people to see that this is a real background. I am an authentic being. I don't have fake backgrounds. These are real awards, real books. All the books from top to bottom are people I know who are the authors. Most of them are autographed. I've been in real life with them. I'm
Amazing.
I'm actually executive producing documentary movies with them, including the cast of The Secret. And this is my personal solo book. It's almost 300 pages, man. This turned out to be quite a hefty book. It's called Win Your Brand, and it's the unapologetic playbook for becoming iconic,
Ooh.
because that's what people need with their brand. They need to be omnipresent. They need to be everywhere. And this book is special because it's part memoir. So each chapter has its own story of my life from childhood, growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, on the East Coast of the USA. I know you have an international audience,
Yeah.
as well as being a corporate event planner for Fortune 100, 500 companies in New York City, straight out of college. And it talks about being a Navy spouse of a nuclear submarine officer,
Mm.
and how I've moved to 13 cities. And I just moved to my 31st home, Jay,
Wow.
right after my mom passed away. So
Sorry
actually,
to hear
this
that.
book, speaking of, this book launched while my mom was dying in the hospital, and I was
To hear
sleeping in
that.
a chair next to her
May she
for
rest in peace.
15 days in December. Yeah.
May she rest in peace.
So, but it goes to say that operations and team are important, and having systems in place, because even though I was sleeping in a chair next to my mom in the hospital and we thought she was going to leave, she ended up passing away New Year's Eve. It was shocking. But even though I was there, I was present 100% for my family, and my book was launching, and I didn't want to do anything with it. I wanted to be with my family. But my team was able to make me a bestseller in 9 categories, #1 in most of those. And I won 2 book awards. So set up your systems, get your operations, get people on your team who you can trust, so that you can be where you need to be when things go backwards.
Amazing. Proofs in the pudding. Speak to me, sister, about the
Mm.
results that you've been getting your people. Give me, don't mention any names or anything, but yeah, give us a little. Where have you taken people from before to after? Let's get a little flavor of how you create those transformations.
Yeah, so, I meet everyone where they're at.
Of
So
course.
let's put that out there right now. I don't have my own agenda when I go into a Zoom call.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, especially business coaches, they're like, this is what I do, and I'm going to teach them what I do. So I became a 10X certified business coach at Grant Cardone 2 years ago after my dad passed away, because I have been a consultant for 30 years. I've been consulting on events, corporate, social, nonprofit, destination management, retreats. That's what most of the awards are. They're mostly events. And with that, I needed to learn how to be on the other side of the table and become a coach. How do you ask the right questions and not give all the answers? How do you sit there and just listen? And I did that as an event producer to make the dreams come true for my clients. But when you're coaching for a business or a personal brand, it gets personal. You really do wear a lot of hats. I mean, you become there, even with events, I have to say, especially social events. When I was planning weddings, bar mitzvahs, and holiday parties and corporate holiday parties, but they were family businesses, you were their therapist and financial planner and their best friend, in addition to all the other services that you provide. But when I'm coaching clients and when I'm doing done for you services with branding, marketing, PR, and social media and book promotion, you want to really meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
Which is why in the back of my book, I have a bonus, and I do have it as a lead magnet. Jay, what do you think about me giving that free to all your listeners?
Amazing. That
The
sounds
lead
absolutely
magnet.
amazing. Wow.
So this is the bonus at the back of the book. It's a PDF, and I took the bonus and made it into a PDF.
Wow.
It's my winning brand framework. And what it tells you, and if you get the book on Amazon or Barnes and Noble, it's in there too. But what the winning brand framework teaches you and shows you to do, and it asks you the right questions, is how to go from waking your brand and having clarity in your brand, whether it's personal or business. And it goes all the way through your identity and your influence and your network authority and all the things that you need to build to get to G. And you know what G is? Give legacy. G is give legacy. So I just lost both my parents within 2 years, and they were sudden. And I'm going to tell you right now that I have been living my legacy while building it this year. And so, what do you want to be known for? My mom's funeral opened a lot of eyes. 450 people showed up, and it was it was after New Year's Day. And it opens so many eyes of, what do I really want to do now? What am I doing with my life? Is this what I really want to be doing? Do I enjoy my corporate life right now? Or do I have a dream and a vision and I want to be my own boss? Like, so we help guide you from where you're at and get you to that legacy, whatever that may be, and everything in between.
Amazing.
I know.
How are you getting visible in terms of, do you do workshops, or is it one-on-one calls or challenges? Like, how do you get visible to your prospects?
Great question. I gotta tell you right now, pandemic was a doozy for me. I'm an extrovert and I was not in a good situation. And you can read about that in the book. But I will say that I do attend a lot of live events and virtual events. I also produce them. And masterminds, workshops, summits, and retreats are my main focus now. We want more intimacy. I'm
Yeah.
going to be at I know I don't know when you're dropping this episode, but at the end of the summer, actually in a few weeks, I'll be back in San Diego for Prosperity Camp, which is Greg Reed's Prosperity Camp. I attend his Secret Knock events every year, and he's had them for 20 years. Prosperity Camp is a room of 100 people, and it's a few days in Mission Bay, and it's in San Diego, and we're on boats together. We're in casual wear together with billionaires and multimillionaires who worked their way from nothing. And we're talking about like the people, like the person who invented Constant Contact, Pictionary, the board game, UGG boots. These are people, household names globally that we hang out with, and that's what's important. Is I am in charge of getting people who are guests onto a chair and interviewing them. What are you having a challenge with today? What can this room help you with?
Mm.
And that room is going to help them. Those are the rooms I'm in.
Yes.
Okay. So I get visibility by being in person. I travel, whether I drive or fly, to get where I need to be. I speak on stages.
Yes.
I help people land stages. We do that too. I also I'm on covers of magazines. I'm featured articles inside of magazines. I've been on Times Square billboards. I have press releases that have been released to over 400 different agencies within the US. And guess what? We do all that for our clients. Now, why do I do it for myself? Because I'm my very own case study. So when I was an event producer, I would work with a vendor by going to their warehouse, by throwing marketing events or even birthday parties for my kids. And I would try them and buy them for myself to see how they truly operate and if they're authentically the best or as good as they say. So I do that for my clients. I work with partners around the world. I can't be everywhere. I work with them around the world, but I work with them first for my company. And that's what I do. And it works.
Mm.
Podcasts also amazing. So, Jay, before you ask me the next question, I want to make something very clear. We're in 2026 right now. I don't know when you're listening to this podcast episode.
Yeah.
A stage is everywhere your voice meets an audience.
Mm.
Okay. So that means that a stage is at a conference or a convention like
Yes.
it used to be. It's in a boardroom.
Yes.
It's at a retreat.
Mm-hmm.
It is on a Zoom meeting or a Zoom, networking event. It's at a small chamber of commerce meeting or a B&I meeting.
Yeah.
It's at a massive convention in Las Vegas. It's also a podcast, a book,
Yes.
a magazine,
Yes. Speak.
a virtual television show,
Mm-hmm.
and an in-person television show.
Yes.
These are all stages. They're articles that you post on LinkedIn. These are stages in 2026 and beyond. You got to get out there. You know what's a new stage, Jay?
Tell me.
What do you think?
What's the new
AI.
stage? A new stage.
AI.
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
AI is a new stage. When people search for you on AI, do you come up? Well, if you work with us, you do. We get you visibility on Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Google search. I have a deal right now that's so stupid if you don't, as Grant Cardone will tell you. That's his words, not mine. Stupid if you don't. And it's so low cost, and it's focused on getting people the visibility, credibility, authority. We get them awards, whether it's through their chamber or best to best local in their city. And then they get a beautiful award. I mean, hello. We get them written articles about them in publications with photos they provide. We get them into press releases to be blasted out to 400, 450 different cities. And it's about getting out there, and we get them in the AI and the SEO. So you have your AI SEO version, and then you have your internet SEO version. You have to be omnipresent today. Do you know what omnipresent means? Your audience may not all know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess everywhere. Oh, yeah. Everywhere. Yeah. Powerful. Powerful.
Yeah. Now, social media wise, omnipresence means platforms.
Yeah. So what's this deal then? What's this fantastic deal? Let us know.
How
Tell us
many?
more.
Well, I mean, I don't know when you drop in this episode.
Well, this episode's gonna drop probably Monday now. Monday, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll give it to you, because if it's going to be like in months,
No,
the price
Monday.
is going up.
Yeah.
So I posted it on my LinkedIn. I actually posted on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook yesterday because I was like, I just got to get this out there. And I did a live. I opened up the award. So for only $997, and I'll give you the link to share, for $997 US, they receive the press release, which we write for them and submit to 400, 450 different agencies in the United States in all different cities. And within those agencies, you also will receive it's about a 63-page document, which is a PDF that we will send you, which shows you every single one of those agencies and outlets. It shows you their audience, a description, and who their listeners are, so you can follow up with them. Plus, we write 2 articles about you based on the form you fill out and the photos you send us. And those articles are submitted to 2 publications you choose from a nice long list.
Nice.
And some of them are U.S. national publications, but they're all digital media, so everything's global now. I mean, it doesn't matter what city you're in. I was just featured in Atlanta Post.
Wow.
But I live in Arizona. It doesn't matter that I don't live in Georgia. I can live in Georgia. I can pull out an accent if I need to. But it is global. It's on the internet. It's SEO. It's AI. It's all the things. So our world is so much easier to be omnipresent now. People are like, it's so noisy. I'm so stressed out. It's too much. Well, guess what? My team gets you on 6 platforms. We get you on, well, this is not included in that deal. So I'm going to hold back on that. And I don't want to be silly. I want to I want to help people and educate them here today.
Yeah.
But
Makes
you get the 2 articles, you get the press release, you get nominated for an award that we research, and we figure out together what that award would be to best help you. And then we get you nominated through your local awards organizations, and we pitch it, and we make it happen. And you get this report I just told you about, and you get the SEO, and you get the AI visibility that I just told you about on those four different AI platforms, all for $9.97. And if you get back to me immediately with the answers and the photos and the things I need, we can get it done within a week.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah. Moving on. In terms of how you fill your events, I'm guessing you do virtual workshops, correct? And things like this. Yeah. How are you filling them? What do you do to like fill your workshop?
I had to have a drink of water. It is Arizona after all. I'm in the desert. It's pretty dry here.
Yeah.
So yes, so webinars are phenomenal. And when you do a webinar, okay, so number one, I want to say this to your audience because everyone's in a different place that's listening to your show. So webinars are powerful. Why? A lot of people don't want to do webinars or challenges, virtual challenges and things like that. They're scared. Why are they scared? The number one reason why people are scared to do an event in person or virtual is they're scared no one's going to show up. But guess what? If no one shows up, that's okay. Still show up and do it. Why? Because then you can repurpose it into a VSL. What is a VSL? It's a video sales letter. You can put your video sales letter on the top. You should be putting it on the top of your website because it should be the first thing they see. I do have a VSL. It's a long one. It's 45 minutes on my samarabeth.com, which is my personal branding website. And that is about winning your brand, the power of the event experience. I'm very big on experiential and sensory. My entire book uses all 5 senses when I spotlight a brand in every chapter, and the brands I spotlight are household brands. So, and we teach about this, how to be immersive, how to be memorable, how to use the senses to keep people wanting to come back. And in my book, I spotlight brands and I use them as examples so you understand what I'm talking about. But you can use them in a virtual, they're definitely better in person. But when you're doing events yourself, show up, do the virtual event or even in-person event, even if no one shows up, video the entire thing, repurpose the content. Actually am a ambassador for Opus Clips, for Opus Pro. And so when people use my Opus Pro link, I'm actually an ambassador. And when I use Opus, what it does for you, or my team uses it, I don't really do it, is it takes all your videos, it chops it up based on how many seconds or minutes you tell it to do it for. It does the captions, subtitles, it does all the editing for you. It does it in the size that you want, whether it's for reels and stories or for posts, and based on the social media, it does the work. And you can even post through there. My team posts through my Go High Level. So let's say you take that information, you're repurposing it, and you're putting it in the Go High Level if that's what you're using for your CRM. Go High Level's like the one that everyone's kind of going to now. And with that, my Go High Level, just like yours, they're all the same. It's all white labels. They have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I'm missing one. Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram. Oh, TikTok. Hello, TikTok. So my posts go across all 6 platforms at the same time. They blast. And the team schedules them on my Go High Level.
Oh, wow.
Now, I do have a team that does reels that are still reels that get added in to make them more interesting. So you're not just staring at my face, and gives you examples. And that's where you can bring the immersive and the sensory in with those reels, with those stock reels and photos. So the team does do that. But Opus can very inexpensively clip that stuff up. So there's some ideas for you guys. Repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. And if you have material, events and material, speaking on stage, whatever it may be, that you have that content, turn it into reels, that's really what they want now. It's reels, it's shorts. Oh, YouTube. I forgot YouTube. We're on YouTube too. I knew there's 6 of them. So turn them into shorts, turn them into content. Attention span is almost non-existent. You have to get their attention with a hook within 5 seconds. Yes, I said that right. 5 seconds, sometimes less, because people are like, constantly flipping. And use all the resources that are out there, and use AI to help you with the caption part and the hashtags. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But so I'm on virtual stages, but I'm also on a lot of in-person stages. And I always make sure that I have someone videoing with my DJI Pocket 3, which is this little guy here, or with my phone or their phone. Their phone is
Amazing.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then I get that material and my team turns it into posts.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thanks for hopping on today. Just very quickly, let them know how they can get in contact with you and who you're looking for to connect with.
So we have a personal brand and a business brand because we build both. So samarabeth.com, S-A-M as in Mary, A-R-A-B-E-T-H.com is my personal brand. SamaraBethAndCo.com is my business brand. So that's S-A-M-A-R-A-B-E-T-H. A-N-D is written out, C-O.com. And you can see events that I've produced as well through there. And, my last name is not Beth. That's my middle name. I go by Samara Beth. And I want people to really go out there and get the URL right now for their name if they don't already have it. Go to GoDaddy or whoever you go to, buy your name and use it as your personal brand. Your personal brand is what you're going to keep for the rest of your life. It's going to have you as a speaker, a coach, an author, your nonprofits, your things, your passion. That's your legacy. That's your name. Okay. Your business, you want to grow, scale, and exit, which means selling it, hopefully. So separate the two so you don't lose one when you sell the other. Thank you, Jay, for having me.
Thank you ever so much. She leads, she sells. That's Samara Beth. Thank you.